It was an exclusive cloud and cybersecurity related conference. BCX Namibia successfully hosted the much anticipated BCX Namibia Transform Summit for 2023 at the Windhoek Country Club Resort and Casino in the Namibian capital. The event was live streamed and attracted 170 delegates. Present were existing and future BCX Namibia clients, business representatives, industry stakeholders, and even information and communications technology students. Indeed, anyone with an interest in or working in the cloud and cybersecurity space was welcome to join the one-day event.
I'm more from the digital HR section of the market, and for me the whole IT security, now that everything's moving to cloud, is highly important. I find it extremely interesting, and it's actually opening up a lot of new doors for me, actually what's happening in the background of IT.
And myself, I'm a cybersecurity student at NAST, currently doing my internship at the city of Windhoek. So this whole event is basically, it's very useful to me as I get to gain more knowledge on the cybersecurity aspect. I get to gain more knowledge as in all the other factors, like we learned of Fortinet and so forth. I like the organization of the event because firstly they started by motivating us, and then they go on and gave us really relevant information that one can use in the field of cybersecurity.
Guests were treated to a full day of activities. BCX Namibia has been in operation for more than 40 years and is a traditional ICT service provider with a focus on servicing corporates big and small. The BCX Namibia dream was to bring an event to Namibia featuring world-class speakers who are subject matter experts in their fields from Namibia and South Africa. The aim? To impart on knowledge, share views, and inform the invited guests of the latest industry trends from a South African, and global perspective. The morning session focused on cloud and related cybersecurity topics by various speakers, which provided in-depth insight into what to look for and think about, while the afternoon sessions was more product and solution specific. The speakers ranged from the inspiring opening keynote by motivational speaker Ryan Stromrood, who is a world-renowned cold water swimmer, to Walter Adao, the Chief Executive Officer and Digital Leader at Cadena Growth Partners, sharing unique insight into understanding the catalyst of change. The summit also included an expo by event sponsors who traveled all the way from neighboring South Africa and who used the summit as an opportunity to not only share insight into the cloud and related cybersecurity space, but also related products and services.
So I think the cybersecurity, I was actually on the plane coming over here, and there was like a 3-year-old kid sitting next to me. She could barely kind of sit. The mom gave her a tablet, but she took the tablet, opened the tablet, knew precisely which app to go to, to play the games. Digital is so becoming such a prevalent for us, like everybody's kind of being touched with it. But the problem is not a lot of people know kind of the dangers that is behind it. And when we think about hackers, we're thinking about these guys in hoodies sitting, logging the back of your credentials and being, really knowledgeable. But the truth is 90% of people that actually steal data is because users like me and you literally going on a link, clicking on something they shouldn't, and then putting your company at risk.
This is very valuable, I think, in terms of the partners that are joining with BCX. We've structured in such a way in terms of our alliance that we're really able to provide holistic protection to customers between all of the different vendors here and the services that BCX provide. So I think there's a lot for all of our Namibian customers to learn from and keep up to date, in terms of the threats that they're facing today. So, yeah.
Not only was the event well attended, but delegates were able to leave the conference with a host of valuable information and expressed their thanks to BCX Namibia for organizing the summit, which promises to be even bigger and better next year.
Would like to thank BCX for organizing this because it's so important to create that awareness. And we need to do things like this more often. So we are traveling throughout Africa from a Cyber Africa perspective, but globally we're all working hand to hand, and we're ensuring that people can sleep at night. It's something that's quite scary, because if there's a breach or an exposure, that damage is you can't get that back. You struggle, and just by having these events, which we try to organise throughout Africa, it's so imperative, and we're very grateful for BCX for allowing us to be here.